Yo, YouTube, what is going on? Your boy D Short coming at you with an absolute banger. Yes, sir. But first off, in my last video, I told you guys if we hit 1,000 likes, we got a huge announcement for you guys. Yo, that huge announcement is going to be, drum roll, your boy D got a captain spot in the World Series of Warzone, the biggest tournament that is going to be hosted in Warzone ever. $300,000 prize pool, and your boy got a captain spot. Yes, sir. We're gonna be representing the LA Gorillas. Me, Z-Laner, Clutch, Belk. Yes, sir. Oh my God. Me, Z, and Belk. We are gonna absolutely have a good time in those custom matches. And in today's video is one of those things you guys have been asking for a long time. Your boy is about to do that updated settings vid that you guys have been asking for. Season 4 just dropped literally yesterday. Bang, bang. Absolutely banger. So we're giving a brand new Season 4 updated settings video on it. Bam. Let's go over to the settings. We don't use keyboard and mouse, so we're not going to do that. We aren't doing that. We aren't dealing with it. General, input device controller, field of view is going to be 120. I play on affected. If you don't know what affected and ADS is, independent basically means ADS size zoom to a normal. If you play on affected, it says only applies to low. So basically like it doesn't zoom in when you aim in. If you try them both out, affected versus independent, you'll notice that independent aims in just a little bit more than affected. I'm more of a fan of affected. Don't really like to aim in on certain guns. It's only when it's less than 3.25. So, hey, if you're not on affected, give it a shot. Might be a slapper. All right, brightness 50%. Horizontal heads up display HUD 100. Vertical HUD 100. Skip introduction, blah, blah, blah. Subtitles, nothing too crazy right here. Nothing too insane. On-demand texture streaming. Don't even know what that's for, but here's my settings right here. Bang, bang. There goes that. Minimap shape, square. Yo, chat, real quick, pay attention to this minimap. Let me bring this down here for you guys. Let me bring this over here, all right? Let me bring this right here. This is something nice right here because once you start the game default, you're actually going to get this circle minimap. I'm more of a fan of the square minimap because, to be quite honest, you can notice on the minimap that it it's just nicer, man. I'm not going to say it picks up more, but the square minimap is a lot more clean in my opinion. So give it a shot if you're not on it. If you like the circle one, bang, bang. Your boy's on square over here on this side. All right, there goes that. Minimap rotation enabled. Compass cardinal direction. There it is. I'm going to just scroll through these. These are nothing too crazy here. Whenever I see something insane, I'll show you guys. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but that's the general settings. Nothing too crazy. We're going over to graphics setting now. I do play on full screen. If you're not on full screen, you're not getting the best frames you could get. On full screen, I definitely get more frames than I am on borderless. Extended window, bam, full screen. Love my full screen. 2080 Ti has been nice for your boy. Absolutely slapper. NVIDIA highlights disabled. Bang, bang, disabled. Nothing too crazy here. Aspect ratio up here, automatic. Nothing too crazy. Sync all my frames. All right, listen, chat. On my streaming stuff, I play with most of my shit on normal and low. Normal and low is most of my shit just because it helps optimize my frames. I still have a pretty good PC, so don't have to go too crazy, but here's my settings right here that you guys have been asking for. Low, disabled, low, disabled, 0.00, disabled, off, depth of field, disabled, motion blur, off. Make sure you got the motion blur off. If you see that blurry shit on your screen, that's no good. You hear me? No good. You don't want that blurry stuff on your screen. Film grain 0. If you have that on, you're going to see a little bit of graininess. That ain't good. No. Dynamic resolution disabled. Bang, bang, bang. And then we're going to go over to the audio setting. Audio mix boost high. 90% master volume. I'm not a fan of the music. Dialogue 75. Not too bad. Voice chat. Bang, bang, bang. This is just nothing too crazy stuff right here. Voice chat volume. War tracks disabled. And yeah, there's the audio settings for that. And I know a lot of you guys asked for the audio settings on my Astros. Since we're already here, I'm going to bring up the Astro Command Center, and I'm going to show you guys the settings on that one as well. Here's my Astro Command Center. Right here. Bang, bang. We're going to show you guys the equalizer. Let me bring that up, drag that up right here for you guys. Then we're going to go to the microphone so you guys can see that one as well. Stream port over here. default modes, and there goes that. And we're gonna go to advanced settings as well, and I'm gonna show you guys the advanced settings so you guys can see that as well. I know you got a lot of you guys over on this Twitch stream ask for the advanced settings. You guys want to see that? There goes the advanced settings for my Astros right there, audio settings right there, chat. What do I use personally when it comes to gaming? Yo, Scuff Gaming, Scuff Impact, right here, trigger stops. Not digital tap, trigger stops, 2 paddles. This controller right here comes with 4 paddles, but with Scuff, you can take them out, take them in, put them out. You could have 2 paddles, 3 paddles, 1 paddle, no paddles. Me, I'm personally a fan of just having 2 paddles on my controller, just 2 paddles on the back right here. My right paddle being jump and my left paddle being punch. Pow! You know what I mean? Something like that. If you get EMR enabled, which is electrical remapping on your controller, it's a Scuff option. If you ever do decide to get a Scuff controller, I'm pretty sure a bunch of them have them as well. You can actually change these paddles to whatever you want. So if one day you wake up and you want this to be A, next day, you know what I mean? You can change it. Always change it up. Bang, bang, bang. That's why I love Scuff. You know what I mean? I've been using Scuff even before I was partnered with them. I've been using the Scuff controller since I was young. Then we're going to go over to the controller settings. I play on tactical. I've always been on tactical since I started playing Call of Duty when I was younger. Always been a fan of it. Stick layout default, invert vertical, 0.07 on my dead zone, just because if I go too low, I might get a little bit of drift. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful where you go with the dead zone. If you get controller drift, then you would have continued to just adjust your dead zone. But I play on 0.07, sensitivity being 7 and 7. Huge fan of 7.7 sensitivity. I've been on it since a long ass time. If you're looking for somewhere where, if you're looking for a spot and you don't know where you are, whether you watch some people like Mutex and they play on 2020 sometimes, or you watch some people like me, 7.7, starting at around an area like 6 to 8 is good, and then working your way up and down from there, depending on how you feel, is nice. But one quick tip coming from someone who plays the game of shit ton, if you continue to just adjust your shit, whether you're on keyboard or whether you're on controller, you're never really gonna get used to it if you continue to go from 7. Okay, I'm shooting circles. Let me go to 12. Okay, too fast. You know, try to learn it a little bit. Give it some time before you just go and switch it off. All right, let's get back to it. 7.7 is what is my go-to right here. ADS 1.0. Linear response time. A lot of people ask me about linear response time, and the reason that I switched to linear is when I played professional Fortnite. I played 2 years on linear. Didn't really do too much research on it when I switched over to Warzone. So when I came over here, my aim response curve is linear. Basically, what linear means is that let me see. I'm going to try to explain this, guys, just as much as I know it. You know what I mean? We're just going through the settings, talking it out, having a good time. Linear settings, aim stick maps directly to the aim rate. I'm going to pull up a picture for you guys right here. Bam, look at my camera. You guys see me up here? I'm way up here chilling, having a good time. Welcome. All right, you guys made it to the response curves. All right, so basically what standard means is the thumbstick movement compared to the rotation speed. Listen, I'm not too smart with this shit. I'm not too insane with it, but listen, with linear, it gives you the linear is green. Linear gives you a straightforward aim, not too much, straight consistency on that. The dynamic one, the thumbstick movement goes up, the rotation speed gives it a little bit of wiggle, and then with the standard one, which a lot of people use, most of the people use standard, goes from down and up. I'm more of a linear, straightforward. Hey, it's something I got used to. Give it a shot. You might actually like it. Switch it up a little bit so you can get a little bit more feel on that if you want. I play on linear myself. I've been doing it. I'm probably like one of the only people that I know like in the wagers or like in the like pro scene that like uses linear. I see a lot of people use different shit, but hey, there's that for me. That's that for your boy. Now let's get back over here on these settings. Controller vibration disabled. Not a fan of the controller vibration. I used to be, but not anymore. Yo, aim assist standard, scale aim assist with FOV disabled. Some people like this enabled. Some people like this disabled. I'm a fan of it disabled just because when basically what this means is aim assist region doesn't scale according to your FOV. So basically if you have this enabled, it's going to like change your aim assist based on whatever FOV you're on. You know what I mean? So if you're over here and you're on 1 and you're on 105 FOV or 100 FOV, or if you're on console and you're on default 80 FOV, it might be a little different for you. You know what I mean? So, that for me is disabled. I used to try it enabled. Wasn't a fan of how it was making my aim assist feel, so I left that off. Weapon mount movement, exit, ADS behavior, hold, equipment behavior, hold, U/reload, contextual tap. Do you guys know what that means? It's huge. It's a huge benefit. Basically what this means is when you have contextual tap enabled, tap the reload. Listen, all you got to do is tap square. You ain't got to hold it. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. All you do is tap it. It helps out a shit ton. When you hold it down, automatically makes it reload. Listen, if you have contextual tap enabled and you tap square, you're gonna reload, and if you hold it, you're gonna reload. But it's gonna make prioritize on like whatever it is. So if you're over guns and stuff and you tap it, then it's gonna pick up the gun. If you know what I mean, it really depends in the situation. Contextual tap is disgusting. Depleted ammo, weapons, don't really know what that is. I have that enabled. Armor plate behavior. A lot of people. Listen, look at me. Look at me. This one's a good one right here. Armor plate off. You don't have that on. Why? Maybe you don't like it. But listen, apply all. Basically what that means is when you get shot and you go from having 3 plates to having no plates, all you got to do is hold your triangle one time and it will apply all your plates for you as you're sprinting, as you're running. So whenever you guys see me like jumping through windows and stuff, I'm holding my triangle. All you need to do is just once and it's going to continue to apply those plates for you, which is a phenomenal benefit in settings on having. So if you don't have to apply all plates, make sure to get that enabled as well. Then we're going to go down to slide behavior. Slide behavior right here is going to be on the tap. Auto move forward, disabled, automatic sprint, auto tag sprint. Yo, chat, if you are not on auto tag sprint, you are missing out. Yo, you look at me. I'm going to go full screen on this one. You are missing out if you are not on auto tag sprint. Make sure, give it a shot. You give it a shot if you're not on it. Go to your settings, go over to controller, scroll down and take that peek to see if you're on auto tag sprint. This is going to consistently allow you to have your auto tag sprint run without having to press in your analog stick. So this one with auto tag sprint, all you got to do is hold your thing forward and you're going to be sprinting around insanely. When you have that enabled with the apply all, you're moving. You're moving for sure. So give that a shot if you haven't already, because that's a banger. Auto tag sprint is good as hell. Vehicle camera recenter. So whenever you hop out of your vehicle, sometimes it basically recenters it somewhere else. This one is going to disable it so it the camera never recenters itself and you basically get the control of driving vehicle. Parachute auto deploy. A lot of people don't know about this setting as well. Neither. If you don't play too much competitive, that's fine. If you don't go through the settings too much, it's whatever. Parachute auto deploy. A benefit of having it disabled is you get to get your drops faster. If you have it enabled, your parachute will pull for itself at like 15, 20 meters up in the air. But if you have it disabled, you get to choose when you cut your parachute or when you pull your parachute, I should say. So you get to actually focus on those big boy drops, getting into that landing spot first, focus on grabbing the helis. Yo, parachute auto deploy at first when I switched to it, wasn't too big of a fan of it, but the benefit that it brings you on getting to your drops faster than opponents and other players is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So make sure you give out a test. Give out a test on the auto deploy, because if you're not on that, hey, you're missing out. Other than that, I think we went through all our settings. Yo, YouTube, we're almost at, look at me. Let me zoom this in a little bit. We are almost at 50,000 subscribers. So right now, take just a quick second. If you guys want to do me a solid favor, click that subscribe button. Go. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds to just do it. Drop down below what you guys want to see in this new season. You guys want to see metas? You guys want to see inside the mine videos? You guys want to see this? You guys want to see that? I like to communicate with you guys over on the YouTube on what kind of content you guys want to see. Enjoy the video, and your boy Destroy is gone. Catch you guys on the flip side.